Ah yes, Nick Cage, FNAF. Everyone's talking about the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie, but who cares about that when we got the finest movie on the market? Just look at this amazing rating. Oh, where have I been for the past 4 months? Oh, just stuff. But I have a new proposal. I will try to upload a video every 2 weeks. It's a big promise, but I need to be more committed, so monkey flip.
Tell me like a Hellcat.
Anyways, back to the movie. I was pretty on the fence of whether this would be a bad movie or not. I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna be the best movie ever, since it's pretty much a FNAF ripoff. But they managed to get one of the best actors ever, so, I had a bit of a high expectation. Was I disappointed? Well, yes and no. I was not disappointed seeing Nick Cage in action, but I was disappointed in literally everything else. Just a warning, there are spoilers, but I mean, that's if you care about watching the movie. Yeah. Okay, so the movie starts off with a TV showing an ad of Willy's while 2 people are running and one of them dies. To be honest, this scene is kind of unnecessary. The only reason why this scene is here is, I guess, to just set tone for the movie and to foreshadow an event. We also see a cliche fake CGI blood splatter on the TV, in case you thought this was gonna be a good movie. And not only that, we hear one of the fakest and longest screams in a horror movie. I mean, the scream being fake is one thing, but it being long? Why can't the scream be cut short and then we see the blood splatter? Like, imagine playing FNAF and they play the whole FNAF scream before cutting into static. That'd be dumb, right? Anyway, we see some decent intro credits, with Nick Cage. So we could just skip to the good parts, but I'm gonna point out a few things. Like, first of all, what is that lip sync?
But you gotta be prepared for anything.
What is this? It's not really important, but it's not really a good sign for a movie who has a budget of $5 million. I guess they paid a lot for Nick Cage to not speak. Yeah, he doesn't speak a word in this movie. I mean, he makes noises, but that's pretty much it. We also get this weird tension between this girl who tried to burn Fazbear's Willy's Wonderland to the ground, but got arrested. So what exactly is this movie about? Like, the main plot? Just blah blah blah, Nick Cage blew his tires and he has to pay for them, and since he doesn't have the cash because they only accept cash for some reason, and the ATM doesn't work, he has to pay it off by working the night shift. It's not really that interesting when you think about it. While Nick Cage is out there working, we go back to the girl who got arrested, so her friends can free her pretty much. Why? Well, they want to save the night guard from dying and burn Willy's to the ground, since they're against Willy, since they know they're murderers and stuff. Haunted animatronics, Nothing much happens, honestly. It's kind of slow. We do get to see Nick Cage clean. We came here to see Nick Cage pull a Purple Guy FNAF 3 minigame, but here he is just cleaning. We do finally get some action where Ozzy Osbourne tries to commit die to Nick Cage, but Nick Cage says Peter Griffin no.
Hey! Stop it! Stop it! Okay. Alright.
And he just freaking beats him up and pulls a Sub-Zero on him. Man, I just love Nick Cage, man. He's awesome. Anyways, back to some cleaning. I do have to admit, though, the fighting music was pretty sick. Skipping the boring and unimportant stuff, here we are in the bathroom, cleaning a A pretty realistic description of a Chuck E. Cheese bathroom, if I say so myself.
Holy shit!
It was all going fine and dandy until some poopy head wrote "It's your birthday" in blood. Like, dude, I just cleaned, man. What's wrong with you, man? It's not nice. Oh yeah, and I guess King Kong comes along and then just starts attacking Nick Cage. Don't worry, guys. Nick Cage busted them up and broke their jaw. Damn. It's the only good thing about this movie. They have like awesome fighting sequences. But that's pretty much the only good part of this movie, really. Like, just... But yeah, no, after he defeated King Kong, you know, he has to take a sip of his G Fuel or something. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this drink. Like, he drinks it a lot. Like, usually after he kills an animatronic, he drinks it. When he's on his break or whatever, he drinks it. Like, what is up with this drink? What is it? Why does he drink it? Anyways, the kids are back and are pouring gasoline all over the building, and they're gonna light it up after they get the guard out. They try to tell Nick Cage to get out or else he's gonna die, but Nick don't care. So the leader, I guess, wants to go in and try to get him out. And the guys are like, nah, man, if he wants to pull a FNAF 6 ending, that's on him.
Hey man, we should get out of here. The building's on fire.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name. But I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume.
Even though he has no idea he's gonna burn. But even though her friends are being totally supportive,
You wanna go in there with those things? Are you high?
she goes in anyways. We see the Montgomery Gator from, you know, Security Breach try to eat the girl. Her name is Liv, by the way, just so we can stop calling her girl. And she somehow escapes. But you know, it's not over yet. This Ballora ripoff, whatever, tries to kill Liv. She lets out a scream that concerns one of her friends, and he wants to go in and save her. But Travis Scott here says, no, I don't want to die. You know, like a logical person. But his other friends are like, too bad. And he WWE tackles Travis Scott into the ground and breaks the roof. And falls into the building with the ball pit. This hole somehow causes the others to fall too. I guess the ceiling is very weak or something. So, yeah, that's something. I have to talk about these side characters for a second. Like, these characters, what are their personality? Like, what are their character? Like, you know, they're characters, but what are their character traits? Like, they're so bland and uninteresting. To me, they don't really have any characteristics, you know, they're kind of like just cardboard. All these male characters, except for this nerd, I guess. I think he's supposed to be a nerd. They just yell and argue with each other. Yeah, I mean, like, pretty much it. They just yell and argue. That's it. That's it. They don't do anything else. So this kid with glasses is supposed to be the nerd, I guess. But he doesn't say anything smart or come up with any cool ideas or plans or nothing. He's just some dude with glasses. Why did they give him glasses at all? Like, why not just take away the glasses? He's just there, honestly. He doesn't act like a nerd at all, or he doesn't act like a smart guy. He just smokes weed. There's also this girl that dresses kind of suggestively. I'll just put it like that. But she acts so nice and innocent. So why is it necessary for her to dress up like that? I mean, I assume for appeal or something. But if you want people to watch your movie, then make it good. I mean, that's kind of how you get people to watch your movie. You should at least make it good. Sorry if I backtracked. I just had to talk about these characters. They're, yeah. So Liv finds out that her friends are here, and now they have no way of leaving. Awesome. They all see the animatronics on stage, and Liv wants to kill Ballora since, you know, Ballora attacked her and stuff. But Nick Cage says no. For some reason. I mean, he can literally just kill them all there. Especially with the friends, you know, they could probably just get it out of the way and stuff. You know, I mean, he cleans up the messes, so it only makes sense if he just kills them right away. But, you know, I guess that wouldn't make for a good movie. Though I guess this movie would have had to been good for me to care. I would literally just rather watch 5 minutes of Nick Cage beating like the crap out of these animatronics instead of this movie, honestly. Like, he just walks in, beats them up, cleans the place, the end. That's it. That should be the whole movie. Liv goes on and tells Nick the story of how the city purposely popped his tires so he wouldn't be able to pay them immediately, so he'd have to work it off, and they do this so that Nick Cage can be a sacrifice for the animatronics. Why do they have to sacrifice people? Willy's was ran by a serial killer, and when it opened, he had some of his criminal friends work for him and stuff, and they would, I guess, lure families into this room called the Super Happy Fun Room, which doesn't sound very happy or fun. It doesn't sound family friendly, to be honest. It sounds very inappropriate. Then after the families are in the room, they just start killing the family. And they apparently get caught after reports of suspicious smells, which I don't think is enough for a warrant, but whatever. They raid the place anyways, and the cops and whatever come, and the serial killers kill themselves instead of getting arrested. And they do this by doing a ritual that puts their souls into the machines. Huh. I wonder where they got that idea from.
It's been fun, but I gotta go. I have a date with
these nuts. Got him!
Yeah, and then this southern guy named Tex tries to reopen the building, but there's reports of animatronics doing things they're not supposed to do, like... and just freaking mauling kids. I don't know, I mean, that's pretty normal to me, I don't know about you. The place shuts down again, but the animatronics don't want to stay locked up, because apparently they have to eat, which apparently is a thing. But yeah, they break out at nights and just kill people, and they promise to do this as long as they don't attack the city, which they kept, so that's why they sacrifice people, and they've done this for 20 years, but Nick Cage just kills them like it's nothing, so yeah. Oh, why is it such a long story to tell? Ugh. Can we just do the monkey flip again so we can just take a breather real quick? Yeah, thank you. Anyways, we see Willy sing the song, as a distraction, so this night dude can just kill this dude I really don't care about, honestly. There's nothing important about him, there's nothing important about anyone except for Liv and Nick Cage, I guess. There's no important characters. But how did this night dude get behind this dude without anyone knowing he was missing or seeing a tall machine behind him? I don't know, man. Why are you asking questions at this point? I mean, but guys, don't worry. Nick Cage is gaming, bro. Anyways, while all this is happening, Travis Scott and this woman, this girl dressed like this, they're wrestling in the room where people were killed. Why, movie? Just why? Not really sure why this dude is fine with it, cause moments ago he just said he didn't want to die and that he wouldn't care if he leaves his friends to die, but now he just doesn't care that there's an animatronic in the room, even though his girlfriend kept pointing it out many times. He just didn't care. The gang splits up for some reason. Alright, so this scene has flashing lights, so I'll describe the scene for you if you're epileptic. Just close your eyes for those who can't look at flashing lights, and I'll let you know when you can look again. So basically, the kid with glasses that looks like a nerd, right, if you remember him, he walks into a room and chooses to hide there. It has flashing lights, you can barely see anything, so why do you want to stay? I just don't get it. Why do you want to stay? Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, no, he's an idiot and deserved to die. Yeah, if you're wondering who killed him, it's just the Los Pollos Hermanos guy from Breaking Bad. Not Gustavo Fring, I mean the actual mascot from Pollos Hermanos, Oh, and Ballora. Yeah, I'm calling her Ballora. I don't care about her real name. She's pretty much Ballora. Oh, you can look now for those who can't look at flashing lights. Yeah, you can look, it's gone. Oh, we cut back to the night and he goes on, tries to kill Liv with his Nerf sword, but Nick Cage comes and beats him up and cuts his head off. Just, oh man, he's the only good thing about this movie. I know I keep saying that, but it's just true that I have to keep saying it many times. Anyways, the crocodile kills the couple doing the nasty because this is a horror movie after all. Nick kicks down the door like a boss and breaks the dude's jaw. Just Oh man, I really love these scenes. It's the only way to get out the frustration and hatred I have for the bad stuff in this movie, okay? This dude calls the sheriff and stuff so they could be safe, but she's like, no, you stay there, stay at Willy's. She didn't want to go at first, but then the dude calls again and says that his friend lives there, and she decides to go. The frog finds the kid and tries to convince him she's good, and he's dumb enough to fall for it, because they're serial killers. Why would you trust them? We just learned that they're criminals and serial killers. Obviously, they're gonna lie. Like, Liv comes, and the frog snaps the dude's neck. And Nick was gonna fight her, but you know, his watch goes off or something and he has to leave apparently. But hey, at least he gave her a knife. So nice, Nick Cage. But the frog knocked it out of her hand. No. But it's okay, guys, because Nick comes back and strangles her. Yeah, because irony, guys, because she uses the tongue to kill people, but Nick Cage just did a similar thing and strangles her with wire. Oh, dang it, more lore. Why? I'm gonna just save the plot twist, which basically is, remember the couple we saw at the beginning? That was Liv's parents. Whoa, mind freak! And the sheriff was her guardian. Cool, because you know, her parents are dead, so the sheriff takes care of her. Yeah, what a big happy family we got here.
You're a bitch! Oh, I love you too.
The sheriff gets there and says, no, Nick Cage. Bad Nick Cage. Why you not dead? And then they cuff him and leave. The old lady stays out and watch just to make sure he dies, even though he's cuffed. Even when he's cuffed, he's still awesome, man, I swear. So I want you to make a compilation of only the Nick Cage scenes in this movie, just because. Just because. I mean, he's the only good thing about the movie. I keep saying that, but it's true. Oh, we also get this weird seizure from Nick or something. I don't know what this is, actually. I don't know. While Liv and the guy sheriff or whatever talk and stuff, Liv says that he's a murderer for letting the guy stay there, which I guess is important for her to let the people in town die just to save one guy or whatever. But the sheriff gets convinced and he says he wants to make it right, but it don't matter because Pollo Hermano's guy comes and just mauls him to death. He only speaks Spanish, which is pretty cool because I can speak Spanish. Esta película apesta mucho y le odio mucho, okay? Le odio mucho y no le recomiendo a nadie, pero sí me encanta a Nick Cage. Él es el mejor actor en el mundo. No puedes cambiar mi opinión. Anyways, enough about silly Spanish language. She just beats him up with a shotgun, pretty easily actually.
Sucks to be you, but
Fun fact, kids, pendejo means the A word in Spanish. I mean, it can mean many things, but that's one of them, so there you go. You learn something new every day. This place is all cleaned up now, and it's just the final two. You know, final two as in, Willy and, Nick. Yeah. The lady finds out he's still alive, so she goes into the building and stays to make sure Willy kills him, but she gets killed instead. Yo, Among Us? When the Nick Cage is sus? Anyways, Nick Cage gets attacked, but he's not going down without a fight. He gets up and puts soda in a sack and pulls a Sam Puckett from iCarly and beats the crap out of Will. Yeah. Man, Nick Cage is so freaking cool. In my opinion, though, he should have got the shotgun and blown his head clean off. That would have been cooler, in my opinion. It would have been cooler than getting beat to death by soda cans, but it's still Nick Cage, so it's still awesome. Finally, the auto shop guy and Tex, you know, remember the owner of the building, comes to see his body, his dead, but he wants to see his dead body, but he's shocked to see that Nick Cage survived and stuff. They give him his car back, and we see Liv again, and they go right off in the distance. Why? Are they in love or something? How old is she? She doesn't even look like she's 18. The men talk about how now that the animatronics are gone, they're gonna turn the building into something else. But then Ballora just blows them up. She dies too. I'm not really sure why she didn't try to kill Nick Cage. I mean, he's the one that killed all her friends and stuff, but okay, I guess. The movie ends with this little animated clip of Willy giving us his thirst eyes. The end! Finally! Man, that was painful. I just summarized the whole movie for you guys. Oh man, I pointed out some things along the way just to make this more review-ish. Yeah, this movie really did suck, guys, I can't lie. There was so many questions in this movie. Why did Nick Cage not speak at all? Why are these kids dumb? How did Nick Cage survive all this? Why was he so strong? Did he have any motive or something? Why does this exist? Well, I mean, there are some good things, like the music was pretty cool. You know, it's nice. Really good music. Nick Cage was awesome. And the kills were pretty cool. Oh, the animatronics deaths, not the humans. Those sucked. But yeah, no, the animatronic dying was pretty cool. Yeah. Also, why did everyone we meet die? Literally everyone dies except for Nick Cage and Liv. But why? There was no need for that, but the movie just says, oh, well, everyone dies except for Nick Cage and Liv. This movie's a mess for me. But it was better than the Banana Splits movie, so I have to give it that, because at least this movie has good parts. I just can't wait for the actual FNAF movie to come out, and just so this movie can get out of my head. This is like the movie you'd watch if you just didn't have cable and you had nothing else. Like, you couldn't watch the actual FNAF movie because you didn't have cable, so you had to watch this because this is all you had. Well, that's it, guys. I give this 5 out of 10 dead kids because, I mean, yeah, Nick Cage made this movie half decent. Well, not even, well, just half, whatever. Half decent, I guess, because of Nick Cage. This movie was $5 million. I don't know why they couldn't make it better, but I guess they spent it all on Nick, is my guess. I'll be reviewing new movies more often, as I have nothing better to do in quarantine. Yeah, more channel videos coming soon. Remember, a vid every 2 weeks is a promise. Yeah, if you think I'm a liar, well, I hope I'm not lying. Let's hope I'm not lying. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to leave by monkey flip.
I don't think I've been this nervous with the cold drink in my 2 hands, saying no thanks. Like anyway it goes, 'cause I know things that shouldn't.